Noshirwan. Noshirwan had been one of the wisest and the most famous kings of Persia. His tomb was a place of pilgrimage because it gave the pilgrim great lessons in how to live a good and just life. Caliph Harun al-Rashid went there on a pilgrimage with 5 of his ministers. He touched the golden curtain at the entrance and it crumbled to dust. When Harun entered, he saw the tomb was blazing with light from the jewels in the wall and the throne and decorating the great monarch. His body had been embalmed and sat upon a royal throne dressed richly, but his robes also crumbled to dust when he touched them. Harun was so upset that he immediately placed his own costly robes on Noshirwan and asked for a gold curtain to be put up. The priest explained the words written on the tomb. Caliph Harun al-Rashid learned that his visit had been predicted by the dead monarch. The prophecy. Caliph Harun al-Rashid saw things written on the throne, the jewels and the walls of the tomb. He asked the priest to read and explain them. He was surprised to know that Noshirwan had predicted that the Caliph would come that day to his tomb with 4 good men and 1 bad man. It was also written that the Caliph would dress him in new robes and sprinkle fragrant perfumes on the tomb before going back. Harun had just done that. Then he wondered who could be the bad man among his ministers. The prophecy added that Harun would be rewarded and the bad man would be punished and destroyed. The prophecy of the monarch said that Harun would find an inscription under his throne which would reward him richly. Harun put his hand under the throne and drew out a glowing ruby. On it were directions to a treasure of gold, jewels, and arms. The traitor. Among the 5 ministers who came with the Caliph was Hussein ben Sahil. He heard the prophecy and said, "Sir, this is just a tomb for the dead. What's the use of riches and jewels here? Isn't it better to take some of it for the living?" This made Caliph Harun very angry and he sent Hussein to worship inside the tomb. Hussein went in, but the sight of all that wealth made him even more greedy. He took a large ring from the hand of Noshirwan and came out. Seeing his face, the Caliph said, "Look at him. Noshirwan's prophecy about 1 bad man with me was true. Search him." Hussein was searched and the ring he had stolen was found. The Caliph took the ring and put it back on Noshirwan's hand. Hussein was punished and the road to the tomb had been closed before Caliph Harun al-Rashid returned to his kingdom. The wise sayings. Caliph Harun ordered that the treasure to which Noshirwan had given directions should be collected and sent to Baghdad to the royal treasury and armory. But the real treasure for him was also the great sayings of the wise monarch written on the walls and on his jewels and his crown. Noshirwan's words were wise and just. Do not use your power to hurt others. Earn a good name rather than property. Don't feel sad about what can be broken, stolen, or lost. Do not befriend unkind and evil people. Do not be envious and angry. Do not spend more than you earn. Respect others, including the women of your family. Meet wise people. Avoid cruelty and haste in action. Treat others exactly as you wish others to treat you. The Caliph Harun asked that Noshirwan's saying be written down in a book and ordered everyone in his kingdom should follow them.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.